So the purpose of this video is to explain the difference between how much experience you can get at level 59, then at level 60, and then once you get to level 60, what is the improvement that you can get from leveling up all those skills and getting one more add-on, since you can get the third and last add-on on your awakening skills at level 60. So for most of you this is probably not going to be so useful, but for me it is something that I have to do, because in order to continue making the experience videos I need to be able to compare them to the ones that I already made. And since I made them all at level 59, then I have to see what is the difference in experience in order to compare them in the future. Also, since lately my main character is the wizard, then I will have to make another video later on to compare the experience between my ranger and my wizard. To get this started, first off I want to talk about level 59, and if you look on the screenshots you might see that the time is not precise, and that's because I used my own stopwatch in order to get an exact measure of time. So at level 59 I grinded exactly 30 minutes, and in this time I used the experience buffs that you can see on the screen, and if you add all of those up and also another 100%, which is a normal experience, you would get a total of 236% experience. And after reducing all of that back to 100% experience, which is a normal amount without any form of buffs, then you would get 0.095% per minute. Next up, once I got to level 60, I didn't level up any skills, so I was basically in the same place, but instead of being level 59 I was level 60, nothing else was changed, and I did this rotation again. The only difference is that this time my value pack expired, so I decided to use milk tea in order to make up for the difference. Basically I lost 10% and I gained 8%. In total I lost 2%, so the total experience in this case would be 234%, and after doing the math again it turns out to be 0.0032% experience per minute at 100%, which is a normal amount. And since at this point I wasn't exactly sure if I had my experience buffs added up correctly, I just used that daily 100% buff for 1 hour, and I did this test again but with another 100% buff for experience, so a total of 334% this time. So again, with no skill ups leveled up and just adding another 100% experience, I did the rotation again and I got 0.0032%, and since these two numbers turned out to be really close to each other, pretty much the same, then it means that my experience buffs were added up correctly. Also, again, for the first test at level 60 I grinded exactly 15 minutes, and for the second one I grinded exactly 30 minutes. Also, one thing that I forgot to mention yet is that I did all of these tests just like any other experience video. Basically I grinded as fast as possible without looting anything from the ground. Now, if I compare level 59 to level 60 and I ignore those small differences because I can't grind at the same speed every single time, then I would say that at level 60 you need 3 times more experience than you needed at level 59. So basically getting from 60 to 61 is 3 times harder. After being done with these tests and seeing what is the experience that I can get at level 60 compared to level 59, it was finally time to level up all of my skills and get the last add-on, and also since I was leveling up my skills and they would require less mana to use, then I took out my extraction gem from my bow and I replaced it with a red battlefield power gem. Basically what happened is, since I was finally level 60 and all of my awakening skills would level up one more time, I just decided to go for full power and use red battlefield power gem, and also for grinding purposes on that extra add-on I decided to put 20 monster damage. Now I'm not sure exactly how efficient that is, but it's supposed to increase your damage against monsters, and in return hopefully make you grind faster. After getting all of those skills leveled up, I returned later at Bandits to test again and see what is the improvements that I got from leveling up all those skills, because I was sure that I would grind faster. The only problem was that I just had a really hard time to find that exact spot free. I switched the channel a lot of times, and this time I only got to grind exactly 10 minutes. I stopped at 10 minutes because there were people who were walking around my groups and I was sure that they would start to kill them, and if they kill my groups then I would for sure grind either slower or just have dead time in between the groups. Also, this time I had less experience buffs on me, so the total was 176% experience, and in total I got 0.0037% if I were to reduce that to the normal 100%, and it was per minute. So I would say that there is clearly an improvement, and I could see the improvement myself because groups would die from usually just 2 skills instead of 3. Well, not exactly 2 skills instead of 3, but those small mobs would die probably in 1 waltz, and those big mobs probably in 2 skills instead of 3. After comparing again the results between level 60 without skill ups and level 60 with skill ups, it turns out that I am grinding about 15% faster. Now, of course, for every class this is different, and I can't exactly say for sure that this is an exact number, but from these 2 tests that I did, it turns out that after getting all those skill ups and the extra add-on and the red battlefield power gem, then I'm grinding 15% faster. Now, at this point I'm getting close to the end of the video and there really isn't much else to say. Basically, these are the results and I will be using them later if I am going to make more videos on my ranger. If I am making them on my wizard, I'm just going to make another video to compare the speed between my ranger and my wizard and just use those results to compare with my older videos. Also, before I end the video, I want to say that it was brought to my attention that on my old videos I forgot to take into consideration that experience buff that you get from your titles. In my case it's 6%. This time I took it into consideration, but on my old videos I didn't, and I think for the future ones I will also exclude it, just to be on the same page. So I hope this video was just as helpful for you as it was for me, or maybe you just watched it for the information, but in any case, thanks for watching the video, and if you have any comments or just questions, leave them on the comment section below. So see you later.